The defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
That was the moment he knew. He fucked up, nigga.
Down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Boom!
Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
He fucking caught it.
Down shy of the 40 at the 41. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando.
You threw the ball with a straight face to Harrison Smith and caught it.
Bad job. Hey, you know, writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I throw an open pass and he was picked. In the fucking red zone.
At the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their
have a touchdown, both those plays, bro.
As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Now Cook running right.
He fucking... Bro, this game is sucking his dick, my nigga.
3rd and 8 more.
Oh, God, bro, I can't even play right. Team is goal line, bro. How the fuck are you doing this, bro? And I got ball first.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, Will.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Yeah.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
I should have like 21 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Jackson now, forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 70 yards. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, God.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Throwing is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like
this is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
36 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Gun. 36. Line 36. Watch QB.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Patrick Owasor, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Cousins, and the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. To throw, Cousins. Flush to his right. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Bailey got the extra point, and that will get them one closer. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
All right, I'll make it. I'm the same
dude.
All right, man, I'm going to take you my cash.
Coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, Pez, I told you that Dollar can stop it, didn't you?
Entering, coaching, entering, cancel, auto playing for your tourism online game, cancel.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. 4th down, here's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right, and that's caught inside the 30.
Good game, Beth.
Game stats.
Yo, run it back.
Entering, attention.
I am. I'm gonna run it back. Alright, I'm sending it to you right now. What's up? I just texted to you guys.
Play friend. And Entering create game screen. You have 7 options. Fatigue option is set to on. Is entering online/team select screen. The Baltimore Ravens, the home team are This has joined. New England Patriots selected. New Chicago, Minnesota Vikings selected. Nig, Miyabi, Jack, Nig, Oak John Gr, Oak, Edit, Advanced, Kansas, Advanced Set, Air, Talent, Advanced, No, Nig, Cal, Advanced Settings submenu. Ready, play, Advanced, Run, Enter, ready. Helmet option is set to alternate classic helmet. Tap, edit uniform, ready, enter, look. Pittsburgh, Seattle, Minnesota Vikings select, ready, advanced, Oak John Gr, ready.
Yo, you ready, bro?
Ready. Advanced setting, and Black, Meanie, no S Hayden, Meanie coach selected. Nigpish, Nig, Day selected. Oak, Fide, Cadet, F, 10M Brabble select. West, for Gods, JR, God select, defensive, JR, ready.
Y'all playing again, Jim? June.
Yeah, we're playing the game right now. Yeah, same thing. Hey, Bass, I ain't get it, Bass.
You ain't get what?
Sports
Anton, right?
Brings us to
yeah.
the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Entering, pause screen. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Elliott a first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Past the 20.
I don't even know why my game is glitching right now.
For 36 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Will put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
46. He's coming. Check 26, check. Gun. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Anthony Harris on the tackle. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Prescott finding Witten, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Watch the screen. Hey, First. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense.
What y'all doing on there?
Again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes the offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Now we're going
Yeah,
over the
loosen
center.
up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Oh, okay. All right. No.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes.
Oh, man. Nah, not big. Nah.
You get got him.
All right. Oh, man.
Cousins lost the football.
All right.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins now. They get 11 back on that one.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Orbit.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
What's up, man?
Cousins on 1st down.
Man, shit, man, I ain't even heard from goddamn on Jim, man. Jim goddamn said he gonna have my shit ready in my own. Somebody gotta put a pipe on him. I ain't even heard from that nigga. Where y'all at? Oh, shit. Y'all about to ride out? Oh, shit. I probably come down and vote with y'all then.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Man, I got you. Mike's 50. I'm coming out. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Kill. Under.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This one fielded at the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Go, get out 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Hey, echo. Gun.
3rd and long for Cousins. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Good route here. Gun.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some space here. The 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards on the ground. Back now in Arlington.
AEA.
It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth.
I got my shit set up now.
So 1st and goal.
I got my shit
6
set
points
up.
here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Huh?
At best, get ready to send it to my cash out, man.
Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Gotta figure
For how much? I just saw him use. Oh no, he beat T. Brett with the field goal.
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of winning this game.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage.
He just beat TD. Didn't you just beat TD Brett by 3?
Yeah, NBA side. You trying to run it?
There's an
Who that?
opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that one.
And he playing Mickey?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
AEA. Knock him out this.
And we say it all the time. Have to be
Knock him out.
sooner than that.
Bro, I'll be in that party. That's free money.
And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
I make like $200 a day.
You're really almost discrediting their
Yes.
Oh my God, I was Ben took their money.
Bro, why you think I'm always in a party?
And Forbath will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game.
Yeah, I mean,
The same story continues. He's the only one that's scored for them. Their kicker.
any amount.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP,
They got money
definitely aimed at him.
Yeah.
Because he has been the only guy who's put points
Who plays for money?
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely
They
the
probably won't play you 400. Or they won't play Mickey 400. Because they say y'all cheaters. Yeah, they play you for 25.
Take this one near the 25, call it the 26.
What would I do? I play them for 20, and when you beat them, they always gonna run it back. So I run it back.
Now to start their next drive.
5 times.
How do they recalibrate
Easy money.
this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
For money in here.
Hey, fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's
Hey, Beth, these Cowboys, Ryan.
only able to get 2 here.
Hey man, Mickey playing?
It'll be a pickup of just 2.
Hey, Beth, what you think about these Cowboys, Beth?
How much y'all playing for?
What you think about these Cowboys, Beth?
Cowboys sack.
Let's go, bro.
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
These Cowboys,
How much he playing for?
Let's see how
They're
this plays
20.
out.
Hey, just look, hey, Smith, just look out the 20 for me, bro. You got my cash, y'all.
Cousins to throw for it.
What's up?
Going deep for Diggs.
Can't stop my.
He's got
What else say
it
about that?
complete. And he's taken down.
You want to play
I said, what else? Hold on. I got 2 minutes left. Hey, Smith, just look out the 20.
Yeah, you want to play?
They're going.
You want to play for 10?
You heard me, Smith?
Yeah.
You what now?
I said, request 20.
Receiving in from Cousins.
This is my first game online.
Let me know when you request
6
20.
yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the
suck
Cowboys
now.
19. First, remember, you need a
suck
touchdown
now.
here and a field goal.
No, I suck.
But they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Pick. How about the Cowboys, man? How about the Cowboys, man?
As his guys will get the football back.
Yeah. JJ making.
Oh.
Games cats.
Oh. Yeah, best. Are you with custody?
Attention, pop-up your peer has conceded the game.
I'm ready to play JB, man. You gotta play JB.
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. If
Who?
match is selected.
Hey, Bess, send it to me, Bess. Alright, let me go. Alright.
Yo, running for 40.
Mick, I got 20 here.
Mickey. Better say anything.
Hey, Mick.
Yo, J-Rock, you trying to run it?
Who that?
Yes, I'm the best in this.
Trip, that's a hell game?
Depends how much you play for.
Oh, cool, 50. I'll play for everything in my cash app. Hold up.
Mickey's spit.
Hey, legit, JB?
Yeah.
Hey, man, your name Aaron Willer, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, he gonna have to send that money to somebody.
Hey, Spit, why you got my dad sits on your thing like that?
Do what?
Yo, Mickey, you trying to run it for 40?
What you
Hold on,
say?
hey, Spit, you got it?
I'm gonna see.
Who, the 20 I sent? Bro, that shit been sent, bro.
Hey, Spit, you got our photo on your picture thing.
Do what?
You got our photo on your thing, on your cash app.
I got y'all what on my cash app?
The photo. We got the same one.
Yeah, what photo? So y'all.
Yeah, you got it? You ain't get it? Alright, Spade, you got it? Hold on, Best. Hey, Spade, you got it? Alright. Hey, spit down. You got the square and the copies up there. On your photo, you got the square and copies on there. Yeah.